a firm believer in living the hard way.
What is that? What is living the hard way? Have I been I don't think I've been doing that. Have I?
No, I mean, I've been watching.
How do you know?
Definitely
I have
not.
been. I have not been.
No, you have not been.
I've
No.
definitely been not.
You
doing
are
that.
soft.
Yeah.
As
Squishy.
hell.
I've just been floating along.
He's a squishy guy.
I'm just on a treadmill, to be honest. And I'm not even running. I'm sitting down.
What I mean by the hard way is it is very easy to just autopilot through life, auto-assume that the things that feel good are right and the things that feel bad are wrong.
That's why I don't work out. And,
yeah.
I mean, basically eating well, working out.
Me too, actually. I'm just thinking about working out now. I hate it. The maximizing of pleasure and the minimizing of pain.
Yeah.
People think that is what's right and what's wrong. That's how you define what's right and what's wrong. And it's like, well, this particular people group or this particular class has measurably less pleasure and more pain in their life than this people group or this particular political class. That ends up leading to all sorts of ignorances of history and ignorances of just general societal reality. The 60-year-old farmer, he's been working his whole life. He's worked for long enough, he's able to pay some farmhands.
Can we give him a name?
This is Ernst.
Oh, that helps a lot, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see him now.
So Ernst, he's been working since he was 12. Beat up hands. He doesn't have to do it as much anymore because he's now made enough money from his farming business to hire Brock and Jenson. And
Good guys, by the way.
well, we're about to learn that Brock and Jenson have been influenced by the philosophy
Susceptible.
of...
Yeah,
they're
good guys, but susceptible.
to the philosophy of the maximizing of pleasure and the minimizing of pain. They're looking at Ernst sitting there and not doing as much work as they are. They're breaking their backs and they're thinking, he has more pleasure than we do because he has less pain than we do. And so we have to make sure that this wrong is righted in some way. It is a complete ignorant view on how Ernst got to where he is. They were not there for his come up. They were not there for all the years of work. They were just told by somebody that they have been wronged. They have been abused by this older farmer. He doesn't have to work as hard and they have to work harder. Ignoring the responsibility of being the one who owns the farm, the kinds of decisions that have to be made, and the experience necessary to make good decisions about the businesses, the business relationships that you have, and the distribution of your crops. He has experience, they don't. But all that they see is the thing that's in front of them. They don't see the calluses on his hands.
Or the arthritis.
Or they don't see the arthritis, yeah. They also don't see all the different things that he's responsible for. That is just such a deadly philosophy that takes people away from the truth, which is, don't look at the other guy next to you and start thinking and complaining about how he didn't have to do as much as I did. You are gaining something by taking a hard path, if not a harder path than the guy next to you. Embrace it, love it. If you don't, then you're going to end up bitter and resentful or just weak. You need experience to succeed. You need experience to be of value to the world. You need to have experience to be of value to other businesses that want to hire you because you know what you're talking about. And the only way you know what you're talking about is because you have gone out and you have done the thing and you have done it well and you've done it over and over and over again. Ecclesiastes tidies this up in one of my favorite verses of all time. There is nothing better for a man than to eat, drink, and find enjoyment in his toils. You don't necessarily get to have a choice as to what your toils are. That verse is not speaking to this idea of, oh, well, I don't like my toils, so I should go and find some other toils to do. No, even for the individuals that are able to go and find a toil that is more enjoyable for them, who knows what percentage of your life is still going to be filled with things that you have to do that you didn't choose to do.
Right. The author of Ecclesiastes was also heavily featured in the book of Proverbs. And there's a proverb that gets at a very similar idea, which is, it says, "Do you see a man skilled in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men." And it doesn't specify that it's some particular kind of work.
Yeah.
It simply says a man who is skilled in his work. And the only way that you become skilled at your work is to spend time to be as much of a learner and a student of that work as you can. If you just decide to enjoy whatever it is in front of you, that'll make that process of time spent a lot easier.